Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforce Me Club. Today, we are going to talk about the benefits of adequate sleep. Now, sleep is, other than one of my favorite pastime, or it could be the pastime of a majority number of people, it is actually important because it has various benefits in our physiological and psychological aspects in our body. Now, the good thing about sleep is that it enhances our cognitive and memory. Because during sleep, our brain processes and organizes information that we've acquired throughout the day. Now, like for example, when we were upset yesterday, the first thing that we think about by the time we wake up in the morning is, the memory that we have yesterday, the kind of memory which upset us. The first thought wasn't intentional. It will only become intentional when we do our best to get rid of it. And instead of thinking about what happened yesterday, we just, divert our thinking into being thankful about today, your top things to be thankful for today, rather than thinking about what upset you yesterday. So it's still in our head. We can only get rid of those negative memories, negative experiences, if we try. We consciously get rid of them. Now, sleep is also essential for emotional regulation. Have you noticed it? When we lack of sleep, we tend to be irritable, stressed, and when we have lack of sleep in the long run, we have higher risk of mental issues like depression, anxiety. Because we can't think properly when we lack of sleep. Sometimes we lose our judgment. Sometimes, we overthink so much when we lack of sleep. We tend to know, we have no idea what we're doing because our brain haven't got a chance to recharge itself. Now, during sleep also, during sleeping time, it is the moment wherein our body releases growth hormones and repairs tissue. So in terms of growth hormone, though it didn't work on me because genetically, I'm one of those people, Asians, who are destined to be petite. But during nighttime when we sleep, in terms of tissue repair, like for example, when you had a heavy workout, exercise in the gym, in the morning, and then you feel like your muscle is aching because of the stress that we intentionally did to a specific muscle. And the repair usually happens at nighttime when we sleep, plus our diet and supplements. Now, another thing that happens during sleep, our immune system also recharge and even is working with all their superpowers when we sleep. And when we sleep, another thing that's happening, our blood pressure. Our blood pressure is well regulated when we have a good amount of sleep every day. We're not stressed out. We don't overthink a lot because our brain is chill, as well as our blood pressure. And, since our immune system is working on, by the time, during our sleeping hours, we will be protected immune system wise. We have good immune system protection when we have good amount of sleep, and it even decreases inflammation when we have good sleep. So overall, though, sleep has loads of benefits, so it's important. Value sleep much. And in terms of metabolic function and appetite regulation, metabolically, in terms of tissue repair, our metabolism also is working when we sleep, as well as tissue repair. So that is why when we work out, the muscle repair is still is working, as well as our metabolism. And then when we wake up in the morning, we still feel healthy. We could even maintain a healthy weight if we are intentional about it, if we are intentionally tracking it. And what happens if you have lack of sleep and when you're stressed out, you tend to eat a lot, and the metabolism also decreases, leading to your increased risk of obesity and even developing type 2 diabetes in the long run. In the long run, it takes years and years. I'm talking about years and years to develop. Overall, you know, sleep enhances our performance, concentration, and productivity. Lack of sleep can impair our judgment and reaction times, increasing our risk of accidents. So that's how important sleep is. Now, there are several factors which leads to poor quality of sleep. Number one is stress and anxiety or overthinking. That is why we have to look after ourself and our mental health too. Because if we cannot get over the negative experience that we had yesterday and still think about it over and over again, then we forget about sleep. Our sleep has been compromised. And if we still cannot get over those negative experiences and then days go by, what's going to happen? Now we are stressed out. Stress and lack of sleep. It's not a good combination though. So we do our best to really consciously look after our mental health and get rid of those negative memories, negative emotions as best as we can. And also, when we have poor sleep hygiene, like for example, irregular sleep schedules, excessive screen time before bedtime, the phone, TikTok, Instagram, Reels, and when we try to sneak out and check the time, it's already 2 o'clock in the morning, and then maybe 30 minutes more, and then it became 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, you still have to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's overall, that's lack of sleep in the first place. And you have to do your best that you're not going to be stressed out at work. So even unsuitable sleep environment can negatively impact your sleep quality. Like for example, if your room or your studio is near the pub or a bar, or when there are riots around in your neighborhood almost every day. So that's going to give you worry and lack of sleep, thinking about what's going to happen there. If maybe someone's going to come in and then ask help or whatsoever. So those are unsuitable sleep environment too. As well as diet though. Diet and lifestyle can influence our quality of sleep. When we have high consumption of caffeine and heavy meals close to bedtime can disrupt sleep. Well, I personally experienced this, when I ate, for 2 consecutive days, when I ate toast, white bread, 2 toast, white bread, jam and butter, and then 2 to 3 cups of tea. I like hot drinks too. And in those 2 days, though, I ended up I slept late, or I haven't got enough sleep. I slept around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, or that could be 3 o'clock in the morning in those 2 consecutive days. I was trying to find out what was the cause of that sleep pattern. But I realized that, I could have ate too much sugar with the jam on the toast, the white bread, and a couple of cups of tea, which weren't good for me. So I tried to limit that. I still eat toast though, butter and jam, but in the morning. So just in case if I become hyper, I can still use that energy throughout the day. But I will not gonna eat toast at nighttime. It could be 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. No more. That's not good for me. But in the morning, I can be hyper. So that's just for example. Also, lack of physical activity, lifestyle-wise, can also affect sleep quality. So when you don't work out, you just, Netflix time throughout the day, and you ended up sleeping late and then wake up late, the following morning. And since you don't really, you care less, you could care less on your sleep pattern, and your productivity is then compromised. That happens when you're not, when you tend to have no goals at the moment. Also, another thing, which can influence, which can compromise our sleep also. Environmental factors like noise, light, uncomfortable temperatures in sleeping environment can prevent restful sleep. Well, I got used to tropical countries, tropical temperature. So I also don't mind sleeping in winter time. But too much cold though, it's like it's freezing. I still couldn't sleep. So I bought a heater. I bought an electric sheet or an electric blanket. I forget how you call that. But yeah, uncomfortable temperature and noise once again. So I have mentioned earlier, when you are living in a neighborhood where almost every day there's a riot almost every day, or you're living near close nearby a pub in the middle of the city, so that could also disrupt your sleep. Another thing, substance abuse, alcohol, nicotine, other substances, medications, steroids, those substances that can disrupt sleep patterns. What else? Substance abuse when it can be too high though. Substance, I'm talking about drugs. So those stuff also disrupts your sleep. Now, I got you 9 tips to improve your sleep quality. The first one is establish a regular sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up simultaneously every day, even on weekends. So I'm going to share you about my experience though. I'm not a morning person, but I work 3 to 4 times a week. And then I wake up 5 in the morning. And I ended up waking up 5 in the morning almost every day. Yeah. So what happened is, in my day off, yes, I still wake up 5 in the morning, but I just stare at the ceiling, thinking about what am I going to do, because my day starts at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So what am I going to do? Sometimes I do get up and work out. I get up for breakfast, between 6 to 8 o'clock in the morning. Although I still wake up at 5 in the morning, but I just end up like staring at the ceiling. Although I already have plans about how I'm going to spend my day. But usually my routine when my day off starts between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I can do whatever I want between 5 in the morning to 8 in the morning, 8 o'clock. So I could eat breakfast, I could work out, or just stare at the ceiling, thinking about my plans, my future plans, anything. That's actually an opportunity also for me to really think about too. I could use those times, when I have a hectic day. So when I have a lot of things going on in a day, I could wake up in the morning and then do my favorite thing to do, like making contents and working out. Those are major. Another thing you can do to improve your sleep quality: create a relaxing bedtime routine. So engage in calming activities before bed, like reading, taking warm baths, or practicing relaxation technique like meditation. So yeah, this actually helps though, but sometimes when it's not 100% that this is going to work. There are days wherein, when even though I work out, but it wasn't really that hard workout in a day. Sometimes when I go to bed around 10 or half 10 in the evening, I still couldn't manage to sleep, but I still go to bed at that time, whether I sleep or not. Sometimes, when I have this every day I have warm baths, because I'm not used to the temperature here in Europe yet. For almost 5 years, I still love warm bath. I do read like 10 pages per day, but still I couldn't sleep on my bedtime. But I go to bed same time. I do my best to be on bed 10 o'clock or half 10 o'clock in the evening. So, but it still ended up though that, what body wants, body gets. So I still have a good sleep, although sometimes there are days wherein I sleep late. But most of the time though, I have a good sleep. Just be on bed every day every day, same time, as much as possible. Meditation. Yeah, when you are upset in a particular day, you can think about what you can do about it. meditation, observe your thoughts, and then write them down, and write down your solution in your journal. And then that could help you. You've already tackled the problem by writing it down in your journal, and then you've made a solution. So when you are on bed already thinking about what happened again, then you can argue with yourself that you have already a solution for it, for tomorrow. And that could help you ease the overthinking, ease your energy to the point that you can fall asleep, and then by the time you wake up in the morning, you're still thinking about it, and then there you go, you got a solution. It's an execution day for you, the following morning. So you can also, number 3, optimize the sleep environment. Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and relaxed. Use blackout curtains, earplugs, or white noise machines. If necessary, you can have relaxing music with nature, waves, blackout curtains, no lights, that could enhance the release of melatonin in your brain so that you can able to sleep. Number 4, limit exposure to screens before bedtime, at least an hour before bedtime. Blue light from screens from your phone can interfere with melatonin production, which is the sleep hormone. So limit phone before bedtime, especially during bedtime. Sleep is sleep, phone with phone. Just do one thing at a time. Number 5, watch your diet. Avoid large meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime. Consider light snack if you're hungry before bed. Well, some people, alcohol help them sleep. But everyday alcohol to make them sleep, that would be something else. Yeah, absolutely. Number 6, stay active. Regular physical activity can promote sleep, better sleep, but avoid vigorous exercise close to bedtime. Because your energy is high and then you're about to sleep. So what's going to happen now? Like, for example, you work out at 8 o'clock in the evening. So to some people, yeah, it works for them. But most of the time, this is just a recommendation, a suggestion to work out. It could be hours away from your bedtime. It could be in the morning or early afternoon. Just hours away from your bedtime. I'm talking about a workout. Number 7, manage stress and anxiety. Practice stress-reducing technique such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or mindfulness meditation to really avoid overthinking, prior to sleep. Deep breathing when you're stressed in those days, when there's a trigger in front of you, deep breathing. You try to manage yourself so you cannot react on the situation right away. Give yourself time to really tame your urge to tame your impulsivity, to react immediately about with the triggers. Give yourself time, tame it, and then when you are relaxed and you can think, you have a better perspectives compared to those moments when you're angry. So that's the time you can respond. So that will end up the situation good, rather than start an argument and then think about what happened, and then the relationship will be compromised. So try to really tame your impulsivity. And it's not only you though, even myself, I sometimes react impulsively to triggers, but as much as possible I really do my best to really tame my demons though. And when it's out, I try to really fix the situation, apologize, and then change my behavior, because it's already said and done though. So I gotta make it up 10 times out of those silly reactions that I did. So, to be honest, I do make mistakes. I'm not perfect, but I really try my best, to do my best to really tame my demons so that I can have a good day. I don't want to be stressed out. So I hope that you and me, will be working out on that too. Number 8, limit naps. I'm talking about the naps late in the afternoon. the 20 to 30 minutes nap. So you can still manage. Yeah, you can. If you need to nap in the morning, then go for it. But naps in the late afternoon or evening, that could also steal your sleep. So limit nap in the late afternoon and evening. Number 9, if you can take it anymore, if you have persistent sleep problems, consult a healthcare provider or a sleep specialist to evaluate you and give you treatment. So consider professional help if you can't take it anymore, because sleep is essential. Whatever happens, it is even much important than food. We can manage to not to eat for 10 days, but not to sleep for 10 days. Think about that. That is trouble. So prioritize sleep in the most part. It will help you reach your goals and dreams and become a better father, a mother, a teacher, a better person. Sleep is part of it. So by addressing the factors contributing to poor sleep and adopting healthy sleep practices, you can significantly improve the quality and duration of your sleep, leading to a better overall health and well-being. So if you ever love this episode today, you can share this to your family and friends. You can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcast. This is Reinforce Me Club. And by the way, I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you once again.